Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me and see me clearly. Today we are going to discuss in this session about GCSE vectors. So far we have studied about the revision guide. If you can see the screen behind me, we have done like 4 classes previously, and we have, let's put a tick against the questions we already done. So we have done the algebraic fractions. So in the algebra sections, algebraic proof, changing the subject, completing the square, expanding and factorize. Fractions we haven't done, indices we have done, inequalities we have done, and then we have done simultaneous equation and solving quadratic and solving equations we have done, right? Then the last class we have done the trigonometric 2D bearings and trigonometric 3D bearings, right? And we already done that trigonometric part. 2 classes we done: advanced trigonometric, sine rule, cosine rule. And if you see the description of this video after the today's live streaming, and you have all the links connected to the video footage, so then you have the link to watch the previous sessions, right? So today we are going to study about the vectors, so which is the geometric section, and this is the part vectors. We're trying to do it today. If we can't finish the vectors in one class, and we may stream again in next week, right? So let's start with the questions now. So today our questions is starting from 46. So previously we have done 45 questions. So today we are going to start from 46, right? So first of all, this is the theory. The theory behind this question is vector A. So the vector A is defined as, I'm just going to be explaining to you. This is the vector A. A column vector is given as a 3 and 4. You don't need the explanation for this question, but I am trying to explain what is this 3 and what is this 4. And this is the x component and this is the y component, right? So in the real life, the 3 is going to a x direction, right? 3 units. And 4 is going to be up y direction. And that is so this is 4 unit and this is the 3 unit. And this is the line indicating the start to end is the vector A. So this is how the vectors are constructed. So the vector is the vector quantity. You have in the quantities 2 types of quantities. One is the scalar quantities and the other one is the vector quantities. Vector quantities have the magnitude and the direction. So here the vector, it has a direction with the x-axis theta, and also magnitude is the, we call this magnitude modulus of A, which is square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. But this is the theory behind the question, but we don't want to explain in this question, but I'm trying to explain the theory. So straight away go to this question. This question is all about 2A minus 3B. 2A minus 3B. So 2 times the vector A is the column vector is given 3 and 4 minus 3, vector B is 5 minus 2, right? Now it's a scalar multiple, a scalar number multiply a vector. You can straight away multiply 2 times 3, 6, and 2 times 4 is 8, 6 and 8. Now this one you can leave it as minus 3 times 5 is 15 and 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the algebra, numeric, 6 minus 15 and 8 minus minus 6, right? So the answer for this question is 6 minus 15 is minus 9 and 8 plus 6 is 14, right? So that is the answer for the question number 46, right? Let's move on to the question number 47. right? Remember the question is all about, I'm just going to be using a color which is, I can write it on the white color screen. Read the question. DEF is a triangle. P is the point, midpoint. So we know in geometry, P is the midpoint, mean this length equal to this length. And Q is the midpoint of DE. So this length, I don't need to put two equal signs, one equal sign. And FD equal A. So FD equal A. So they have given FD, vector FD is the A, is given, right? So FP is half of FD, right? Because they have given that is the midpoint. So P is the midpoint P. So you can write that as a FP is equal to half of the A, right? So FP equal half of the A. Now the next one, they have given this, and FE is B. So this is half of the A. So in this direction, and this direction, half of the A, right? Now use the vector method to prove PQ parallel to FE, right? So now we can say FE is a vector already given as a B, right? So that is the first equation, keep it, right? Now we are going to finding out what is DE. We need to write a vector equation for D to E. D to E, instead of you going D to E, you can go for D to F, and then you can travel F to E. We call this as a vector addition equation, right? So D to E, sorry, D to F, F to E, that's correct. So D to F is, you are traveling opposite to the A, so minus A, plus F to E is B. So minus A plus B is the D to E. Now you can say D to Q is half of D to E, which is half of minus A plus B, which is minus half A plus half B. That is D to Q, which gives a idea to find out the PQ. Because why I am going for PQ? Because PQ is the question. PQ is parallel to FE. FE, I already have an equation. PQ, I'm trying to do. So PQ, you can connect the PQ with a straight line. So we are going to be find out what is the PQ vector. For PQ, I can go for PD plus DQ. PQ plus DQ, sorry, PD plus DQ. PD, what is PD? PD is half A. Plus DQ, we already know, minus half A plus half B. Now, this one and this one cancels out, and we can find out PQ equal half of the B. PQ is equal to half of the B. So I'm going to write here PQ it's equal to half of the B. That is my second equation, right? Now I can conclude 1, 2 gives PQ and FE have same vector component, same vector, right? So B vector and a half B vector. So therefore, you can conclude that one, therefore, PQ, so my handwriting is not that great. So PQ parallel to FE. So PQ parallel to FE. That is the answer for the question number 47. I hope you like that one. So now we are moving to the question number 48, right? So the question number 48, if you read that question carefully, OAYB is a quadrilateral. OA is 3A, OB is 6B. Express AB. So this is the first question. Express AB in A and B, right? So we need to find out what is AB, right? AB, you can write a vector equation A to O plus O to B, right? A to O is minus 3A plus 6B, right? That is A to B. So A to B is minus 3A plus 6B. So that is done. Now X is the point AB such that AX 1 portion, XB 2 portion, right? Prove that OX 2/5 of the OY. OX. So basically they are asking what is the ratio between OX to OY. So I want to find out what is this the ratio AX is to XB. They have given 1 is to 2. That gives a clue. AX vector can be find out. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So 1/3 of, right, 1/3 of AB. AB is minus 3A plus 6B. So AX I can find out. 1/3 of minus 3A is minus A plus 2B, right? AX. Now OX is OX equal OA plus AX. OA plus AX. OA is 3A plus AX is minus A plus 2B. Excuse me. So now I can simplify. 3A take away A is 2A plus 2B. So that is the OX vector. So OX vector I can factorize a little bit to make the answer in a nice format. A plus B, 2 outside. That is my equation 1. Now OY. So I'm just going to be writing in a different color to make them separation. OY. So OY, if you look at the diagram OY, I can write an equation O to B plus B to Y. O to B is 6B plus 5A minus B. So that is going to be 5A plus 5B. And that is going to be 5 bracket A plus B. Right? Now you can simply say OX vector divide by OY vector. OX vector you can say 2A plus B divide by 5A plus B. So A plus B cancels out. You can easily find out OX equal 2/5 of cross multiply OY. So that is the equation they are asking, right? Making sure that you have write the vector equation properly, then cross multiply and show the answer, right? I would advise like you do more questions. We are going to do maximum, if the time allows, we can do some couple of 10 questions today. So use the vector addition and all the geometric rules to make sure you practice with this vector questions. Question number 49, right? So find the AB in terms of A and B. So AB vector, they are asking, AB vector, I am going to write a vector equation A to O plus O to B. So A to O is you're going opposite to the A direction, so minus A plus OB is B, right? So that is, I'm going to write B minus A, it's easy. So that is the vector AB, right? Now P is a point where I'm just going to be changing the color to make sure that when I can write in the white color space. So AP is to PB, AP is to PB is 3 is to 1, right? And find the OP. So I need to connect the O to P, so which is here to here. So O to P in terms of A and B, right? So O to P means, I'm going to write an equation and see if there's any problem or not, right? So O to P equal O to B, then I'm coming back to B to P. O to P, O to B plus B to P. O to B is going to be B vector plus P to B is question mark. I don't know, right? So I'm going to write B to P. I don't know, right? So I am going to do A to P, A to B, we already know. A to B is B minus A, right? Now we can say P to B is 1/4 of B minus A, right? So if I know P to B is that, right? So we can say quarter B minus quarter A, right? So that is PB, right? Now if you do the BP, this is minus, so that is going to be 1/4 A minus 1/4 B, right? So now that is what I am going to do here. I'm going to be substitute this one into this one, right? So that is B vector plus quarter A vector minus quarter B vector. So this is going to be B vector minus 1/4 B vector and 1/4 A vector. So if we can simplify, that is the answer. So what I can do, so B vector means I'm going to be take the common denominator. So the common denominator is 4. So 4B minus B plus 1/4 A. So now I got the answer 3/4 vector B plus 1/4 vector A, right? So the final answer 1/4 vector A plus 3/4 vector B, right? You can leave that as it is. You can leave that as it is, right? Or if you can take the 1/4 out and you can say A plus 3B. Both are same, right? Either you can leave it as it is or you can factorize. That is the answer, the one I am writing inside the box. It's the one OP. So OP vector is that, right? We are moving on to the question number 50, right? So let's read the question first. PQR is a trapezium. Trapezium means you need to understand one pair of parallel lines, right? So one pair of parallel lines, write this one. So PS is parallel to QR, right? So PS is parallel to QR. QR is twice the PS, right? PQ is given as A and PS is B, right? So now Q to R, they know like a Q to R vector is twice of P to S vector, right? So 2 times of P to S vector is B. So QR is 2B vector. right? QR is 2B vector. So we have that one in hand, right? Now QX to XR is 3 portion to 1 portion, right? Now first they are asking P to R. P to R is here to here. So that is easy, I believe. P to R equal P to Q plus Q to R. So P to Q is A vector plus Q to R is 2B vector. So A plus 2B is PR, right? Now we are going to do SX, right? SX, right? SX is, and S to X equal, you can say S to P, P to Q, and Q to X, right? So the vector addition formula you can write anywhere, making sure you start from one point and reach to the same point. Here, if you start from S and ending with X means you need to start from S and ending with X. That is the rule. So P and P connected, Q and Q connected. That is the rule, right? So S to P is opposite of B, so minus B, vector minus B, plus P to Q is vector A, plus QX is, careful, 3 out of 4 parts of full of 2B vector, right? So you can do your maths and collecting like terms, A vector separately, and 2 and 4 cancels 2. So plus 3 over 2B minus B. So that will happen as A vector plus, if I take the two denominator same, so 3B minus 2B. 3B take away 2B is B over 2. So A vector plus half of B vector. So that is the SX. SX, right? Question number 51, right? Question number 51, right? OAB is the triangle, OPM and APN is a straight line, right? You need to understand this one. In the vector questions, if there is a straight line, let's say ABC is a straight line. For an example, we'll talk about it. ABC is a straight line. So what does that mean? The direction A to B or B to C or A to C have the same vector component. That is all about it, right? If A, B, C, 3 points are on a straight line, or A, B and B, C are straight line, or whatever the wording they are doing, the vector is A to B direction and A to C direction or B to C direction. All the vector component are going to be same, right? It's going to be a multiple of vector components. So I'm just going to be taking this off, like just to explanation purpose. I draw this one. I don't need this one. So I'm going to be mark all the whatever they are asking here. M is the midpoint. So midpoint means I immediately put a double line and double line. So that means I know like a AM equal to MB, right? So if I want, I can use that one. So O to A is B. So this is A, sorry, that is vector A. O to B, so this O to B is vector B, right? So that is given. OP is to PM is 3 is to 2. So this is 3 parts to this is 2 parts. Now they are asking find the ON to NB. They are asking what is the ON to NB. So ON to NB is the question they are asking, right? So carefully understand what we can do. you can say this is 3:2 means you can say this is 3/5. This is 2/5, right? So that's we know, right? First things first. So first of all, I would like to write an equation for AB, right? So AB vector, right? A to O vector plus O to B vector, right? A to O plus O to B. So A to O is minus A plus O to B is B vector. Hope you understand that AB vector, how I written that down, right? Now, we all know what is AM vector. AM vector is the midpoint, so half of AB. Half of AB vector. Since we know the AB vector, so half of minus A plus B, right? So AM vector we already know, so that is minus half A plus half B, right? Now that is ready now, right? That is ready. So now let me use a different color so then you know exactly what I am writing here. It's clear. O to M vector. If I want to go O to M, I can go to O to A, then I can come A to M, right? So O to A is A vector plus A to M is minus half A plus half B, right? So A is the one whole, take away half A is half A plus half B, right? So OM vector is half A plus half B. So we already have that one, right? So OM. So what we can do for OP vector? OP vector, it is going to be 3/5 of OM. Hope you understand that, right? So 3/5 of half A plus half B, right? So if I times by 3/10 of A plus 3/10 of B, right? So now the question is asking, they are asking what is the ratio, sorry, what is the ratio of ON is to NB? ON is to NB, we don't know, right? ON is to NB, we don't know, right? So now I'm going to use a different color to make sure you understand the second section of the working out. Now I am going to do, this is a very important step. You need to understand how I am doing this one. This particular step, I will do this one more often in the other questions. So I'm just going to be use a different color. That pink color is not coming up properly. A to P vector, right? I can put A to P vector, right? We can do a to P vector as A to O vector, right? A to O vector plus O to P vector, right? Now A to O vector is a minus A plus O to P vector, we already know that one, 3/10 of A plus 3/10 of B. Right now we are going to do a like a kind of a algebraic collecting like terms. So minus 7 over 10A plus 3 over 10B, right? So that is the AP vector, right? So AP vector is that. So once you understand the AP vector, right? So what is AN vector and AP vector? Here I'm putting a star mark, right? I'm going to write AP vector, right? let's say AP vector, you can do anything, AP vector, right? It's k times of AN vector, right? Always start from a small vector because I know APN is a straight line, right? APN is a straight line. They have given that one. APN is a straight line. So AP vector and AN vector are in a kind of a scalar multiple. So AP vector is what? Minus 7 over 10 A plus 3 over 10 B, that is the AP vector, equal k times AN vector, right? AN vector, we don't know, right? AN vector, we don't know. So what we can do is AN vector. Any idea for AN vector, anybody? Right? AN vector, I can go for AN vector, I put a question mark, right? So if I don't know, I will do a question mark and I will come back to that step later. So this AN is the question mark, I don't know, right? So now I'm going to do another star mark here. I'm going to write AN vector, right? AN vector is equal to A to O vector plus O to N vector, right? A to O is minus A plus O to N is same as B vector because ON is same direction as OB. So I'm going to do a T times OB vector. OB vector is B, right? Remember the T is a scalar, B is a vector, right? So I'm going to write here, so make sure that when I found the answer, now I'm going to be substitute AN vector, k times AN vector is minus A plus T times B vector, right? Hope you understand the steps I'm doing, right? So give me 1 second. I just wanted to pop up. I'm going to minimize that. Okay, that's brilliant. Right now, I'm going to be multiplying that one. So this side, minus k times A vector plus k times T times B vector. Right? Now here, minus 7 over 10 A plus 3 over 10 B. So now it's the important part. You need to be match apple to apple. What do you mean by apple to apple? So here the coefficient of minus 7 over 10 equal to minus k, right? Both side of the vector equation, they have the vector A, the coefficient is same. So A is coefficient, heading is minus 7 over 10 equal to minus k. So k, we already found out, k equals 7 over 10. K equals 7 over 10, then we can find the b. So b vector is what? B vector coefficient is 3 over 10 equal kt, k times t. So 3 over 10 equal k is 7 over 10 times t. So 10 and 10 cancel. So t equal 3 over 7. So we found out t also. Now here I put t is the 3:7, right? So let me show you here. This is t. So I said ON vector is t times of OB, right? So ON vector, we already found out t is 3/7 of the OB vector. So this is 3 parts and this is 4 parts, then only 3 plus 4 is 7 parts. So finally concluding, somewhere here, I'm just going to put a star mark here, writing all over the place. On is to NB is equal to 3 is to 4. So that is the answer for the question number 51. Right, now I'm moving on to the question number 52. Reading the question carefully. OXYZ is a parallelogram. OXYZ is a parallelogram. OX is A. Where is the OX? OX means the full. The full length is A. OX is A. OY, which is the full length there, is B. Right? P is the point is 1 is to 2. And R is the point 1 is to 3. And work out in the simplest form the ratio sat P is to sat R. Right. So they have given OX is A. Right? So OP is 1/3 of A vector, OP, right? Now, this vector is A also, right? And now, if you know the OY vector is B, and that gives OR vector is 1/4 of B, right? Now, what we are going to do, right? And is it possible to do the OZ equal O to Y plus Y to C, right? O to Y is B plus Y to C is minus A, right? O to X is A, so Y to C is opposite A, so that is B minus A. So O to C is B minus A. O to C is B minus A, right? Now we have almost everything. I think like we can go to the question now, right? So what is the question? I'm changing the color. Different section I'm doing in different colors. So I'm going to be write it from here. They are asking sat P, right? Let's do the sat P first. Sat P, what is the vector equation? Sat P. Sat P, I can go for sat to O plus O to P. Sat to O is minus of O sat, so which is A minus B, plus O to P. O to P is 1/3 of A. Collecting like terms, I'm just going to be do the 3A, 4A over 3 minus B. So that is sat P. If I really wanted to simplify more, I can say sat P equal 4A minus 3B over 3, right? Now sat R equal, right, sat O plus OR. Sat O is negative of O sat, so which is A minus B vector. OR, we already know, quarter of B, right? So now I can do some collecting like terms. A, if you do your maths, minus 3B over 4. And if you more simplify, 4A minus 3B over 4. That is sat R. You may ask like why I am doing the sat R and sat P, because in the question they ask for sat P is to sat R. So what I'm going to do now, sat P divided by sat R. That's how to find the ratio. Set P is what? 4A minus 3B over 3 divide by, the other one is 4A minus 3B over 4. Now this one cancel. The 4 goes up and 3 goes down. So the ratio becomes set P over set R equal 4 over 3. So you can write the way they are asking set P is to set R is equal to 4 is to 3. This is the 4 is to 3 answer. Now question number 53, right? Question number 53, we are going to go for the question number 53. First read the question. What is this all about? There's a triangle ABC, right? Can see that the midpoint is BC, SM. Midpoint means quickly mark the midpoint. So these two lines, BM equal to MC, right? Now what I'm going to do is P is the point on AM. So we don't know what is the ratio. P is the point on the AM. AB is 4A, AC is 2B. AP also given, A to P is given 3 over 2A plus 3 over 4B. Right, that's all they're giving. Find the ratio of AP is to PM. Right, AP is to PM, the ratio they're asking. Right, so first of all, I would like to find out the BC. Right, find the BC first. So I need to write the vector equation of B to A plus A to C. Right, B to A plus A to C. B to A is minus 4A plus 2B. Right, that is the B to C. Right, now B to M and M to C is the half of it. So if I put half of minus 4A plus 2B, so what will happen? So this is going to be minus 2A plus B. So that is BM. Right, now what we can do? We can do AM vector. So AM vector is A to B vector plus B to M vector. A to M vector we don't know. A to M vector we don't know. But A to B vector we know 4A plus BM vector. So I put plus minus 2A plus B. So that will simplify to 2A plus B. So A to M vector is 2A plus B. A to M vector is 2A plus B. So I'm just changing the color. Right, now you can see it's the APM is a straight line, right? So APM is a straight line. So A to P plus P to M is equal to what? A to M. A to P, we already know 3 over 2A plus 3 over 4B plus PM equal AM. I don't have enough space there, so I'm just going to be do that. From that, you can find out the PM vector. PM vector is the AM vector. AM vector is 2A plus B minus 3 over 2A minus 3 over 4B. That is given as A over 2. So this 2A, take away 1.5A, is half A. Then plus b over 4. 1 full b, take away 3/4 b is quarter b. So that is pm, right? So now if I simplify this one, this is 2a plus b over 4. That is the pm vector, right? Now I'm going to start here. I don't have enough space here. AP vector, I need to do a little bit of algebra. 3 over 2a plus 3 over 4b. If I make it both bottom number as a 4, right? And that will be 6a plus 3b, right? That will be given as 3 outside 2a plus b over 4. That is the AP vector. Now I am going to do the final step, AP divide by PM. That's what the question is. You may ask like why I am doing the division like that. So AP vector divide by PM vector, right? So AP vector is 3 2a plus b over 4 divided by 2a plus b over 4, right? So you can see 2a plus b cancel, 4 and 4 cancel, and the answer is, I'm just going to be writing here, AP PM is 3:1, right? AP is to PM is 3:1, right? AP is to PM is 3:1. So that is the correct answer for the question number 53, right? Very good. So we are doing good, and we are going to go to the question number 34, right? Have a look of this one. So this is another question. You need to be concentrate, making sure you fully understand this one. So just wanted to change the color here, right? Read the question. OA is given as 2A, OB is given as 5B, and AC is given as 3B. The diagonals OC and AB of a trapezium, right, intersect at the point P. Find and simplify an expression for OP. So we need to find out the expression for OP. That is the question, right? Right. So what we can do? Right? So tell me, OP, we don't know the ratio. OP is let's say K times OC. K times OC vector. K is a scalar multiple. K can be 1/3, half, 1/3, 2/3, anything. K can be any number. So what I did, OP vector is K times of OC vector, right? OP vector is K times the OC vector. Now I need to find out what is OC vector. OC vector is OA vector plus AC vector. OA vector is 2A plus 3B. Right? Immediately I'm going to write what is OP vector now. OP vector is K times 2A plus 3B. So A and B are vector, K is a scalar multiple. So if you wanted to simplify that nicely, 2K A vector plus 3K B vector, right? So that is the OP vector, but that is not nice because K is the one we introduce the K. So we don't know what is K. So the question in the examiner, they ask like what is OP in the terms of A and B, not in K and K, right? We need to find out somehow what is K, right? So OP vector is, we already found the answer, right? Now I am going to do, right, what is the AP vector? A to P vector, I'm going to say T times A to B vector. Does that make sense? A to P vector, T times A to B vector, because they both are in the straight line. So I know what is A to B vector. A to B vector is A to O vector plus O to B vector, right? A to O vector is a minus of 2A plus 5B. Therefore, A to P vector, T times minus 2A plus 5B, right? So multiply minus 2TA plus 5TB, right? A to P vector is ready. So now I can do O to P vector again. O to P vector is, let me change the color, so then that section will be in a yellow color. O to P vector, I can go for O to A vector plus A to P vector. The reason why O to A is already we know 2A plus A to P, we can use the previous step, minus 2T vector A plus 5T vector B. So if I simplify that, so if I take the vector A out, that is 2 minus 2T, and if I take the remaining, is going to be 5T vector B, right? Now I'm just going to be underline with the blue color. The coefficient of the A is this, coefficient of B is 5T. So that is OP vector. But we already done the OP vector in another format, this. Now what we are going to do, we are going to be equate. Equate OP vectors, right? Heading. So 2k A vector plus 3k A vector equal to A 2 minus 2t plus 5t vector B. Right? Now, if you see this one, 2k and 2 minus 2t, they has to be equal. Right? And also, you can say this 3k, sorry, I have messed it up. This is not 3k, so this is 3k B. This is 3k B. So now what we are going to do, so 2k, what we are going to do is, the both vector component are in a specific ratio, right? So 2k is the vector component of this side, is ratio with 2 minus 2t. So that is 2 minus 2t. What I am doing is, I am dividing the A coefficient 2k divided by the A coefficient on my right hand side, 2 minus 2t, equal to, this is the B vector, that is my bad, so I just written as A. That is the B coefficient is 3k divided by 5t. Does that make sense? What I'm doing is, I am doing the ratio, vector component A has to be in the same ratio of the vector component B. So now k and k cancels off. If you cross multiply, 2 times 5 is 10t, equal 3 times 2 is 6 minus 60, right? So it's going to be 16t equals 6. So t equal 6 over 16, so 3 over 8. So t equal, so we already know AP. So AP is 3 over 8, so minus 2, this is the equation I'm using. This is the equation I'm using. So minus 2 t. T is times by 3 over 8 a plus, oh, I think like my writing is behind the timer. So I'm just going to be take that off, and I'm doing it again. So AP, I think this position is right. So AP equal T. We already found out T is 3/8. So 3/8 of the minus 2A plus 5B. That's it. So if you expand that one, AP is minus 3 over 4A plus 15 over 8B, right? That is AP. Now they're asking the equation for OP. So OP equal OA plus AP. OA is 2A plus minus 3/4 A plus 15 over 8B, right? The final answer, that is, if you simplify collecting like terms, 4 times 2 is 8, 5A over 4 plus 15 over 8B. That is the answer, right? So that is the answer for the OP, right? This is very important question. If you can just to redo it again by looking at the working out, right? So the time is nearly 1 hour. I'm not going to be starting another question. From the next class, I will start from question number 55. So make sure that I will make a note of it. So I hope you understand the vector equation. Remember that we are going to be continuously streaming until the first exam. Hopefully, you will have a streaming session on the 19th of the May, right? So the next streaming session will be the next Wednesday, and it will go on until the 19th. 19th is going to be a Thursday, right? I hope you having exam on the 20th. We're going to be do on the previous day, just couple of sessions. We are going to be completely go through and revise, and whoever wants to stay in the evening, and we can study and we can get ready for the tomorrow's exam, right? So streaming definitely will happen on 19th of May. Remember that. And before that, all the Wednesdays and Fridays, we will do some harder topics to help you out, right? I hope you enjoy the lesson. If you do like the lesson, please click that like button, right? And subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that yet, and just to wait for the upcoming videos. And good night, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye now.